Happy Friday! Welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to draw Ice Dragon, and then I'm going to we're gonna paint it. But you know, jump in, say hi, enjoy the music, just chill. Let me get some music for moi, and then I'm gonna be ready. Alrighty then. Okay, so this painting, the one in the thumbnail that you see that I'm gonna draw today, it's an ice dragon that I painted, I don't know, a couple of years ago with acrylic paints, and it's inspired from the Dragonology series. I don't know if you guys like dragons as much as I do, but obviously I'm a little bit of a fanatic. So since you asked for this, I want to share with you the Dragonology books. They have such amazing illustrations, and they're a lot of fun. So this is the handbook. This is the actually Dragonology book, and I found the picture is very similar. I found it in the book, but I kept looking to find it, and I just cannot find it for the life of me to show it to you. I don't know where it was, but you can see I left the link in the description if you guys want to snatch this book for yourselves. If you have a kid, this is just really comprehensive, and it's gonna help you to draw them. There are a lot of interesting facts. Obviously it's all fantasy and imagination, but this guy Drake, what's his Ernest Drake, he treats it like it's a compendium of information that he gathered, you know, because he's a dragonologist and he's very matter of fact about his dragons. And yeah, it's a very beautiful book. There's a lot to learn from it, and I have used a lot of these illustrations to inspire my own paintings of dragons. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. And the handbook is very similar. I actually did an acrylic pour to resemble this cover. Very pretty, and the illustrations are very beautiful. Definitely some amazing art and sketching in here. So today I'm going to draw a frost dragon or an ice dragon. I keep looking for it and I cannot find it. But here is one of the frost dragons. The one that I'm doing today just looks a little bit more elongated, a little bit different, but look at that. Look at this, just so beautiful. The amount of detail, and I really love the hatching and the art on this. It's very deep. Hey, Arrows DIY. Hey, Eddie. Hello. Just showing you the books that are inspiring my dragon art, and these are really beautiful. Thank you. I know, right? It's one of my favorites, and yeah, it's fun. So this is the frost dragon. It should be around here, but then I don't know, maybe my daughter took the page out. But anyway, so let's get to drawing the Chinese dragon that I recently painted. It's very much like this guy, only I painted it. Actually, no, this guy. There are 3 dragon kings. So yeah, there are stickers too. Alrighty, let's get to it. So as I said, I'm going to draw that. So I'm just gonna start by setting some limits so that I don't go past. See, that's where it starts, and the tail is gonna end somewhere around there. Let's say this is his head right here. Sometimes I like starting by drawing shapes to make it easy for me to delineate and put limits on something. But this is probably not gonna look exactly like that. I know, beautiful inspiration. So it's not gonna look exactly like the dragon, because it's never fun for me to do exactly the same thing. Really, really lightly, you can barely see it, because I don't want to really scar the page. And then let's see the arms. Really straight and not very detailed right now, not yet. And this time, instead of making those swirly wings, which I love, stickers, yeah, stickers are good. So instead of making them all curled up, which I think is very cute, but I'm just gonna do something different this time. Like I said, I really like doing different things. And by the way, if you're liking that painting, although I don't have the original anymore, I still have, I made prints, so I have canvas prints if anybody's interested in canvas prints. They're pretty generous size. So if you're wondering, I'm actually looking at the print because I have it in my house. So that's what I'm looking at. At the end I'll show it to you. So this is really easy, really kind of like a figure, or a, what do you call it? A gesture drawing. Oh, that's... Why did I make an arrow? That's just weird. DT paints? I don't think so. I have a Higgins acrylic ink, and I have some Liquitex acrylic ink. So no, they're not DT paints. I was thinking of doing watercolors, and for me, since I'm such a noob in watercolors and inks, I kind of intermix them. So yeah, let's touch on that head now. So how's your Friday coming along? Do you have any plans for the weekend? I want to make him a little spikier than the acrylic painting. Acrylic painting is very dreamy, but I want to make this more sharper, spikier, more like icy. Still gonna have that cute little dreamy quality and smile. Wonder what he's dreaming about. Yeah, they're inks. Fancy? I don't know. I don't even know what fancy is anymore. I mean, it's gotta be good quality. Now I'm just looking to get stuff that I don't want to struggle with anymore, you know, because at one point kind of done experimenting and learning with student grade and just want to jump in and use the big boys, big girls supplies. We're gonna go and refine these spikes later too, but for now we're just he even has a curlicue there. I don't know. I'm gonna do that curlicue, maybe not. Doing good. This weekend, what am I doing this weekend? I don't really like to have plans. I just like to relax and you know, chill at home. But this weekend, oh yeah, on Sunday there's the artsy Second Sunday collaboration that I made a video for, and it's gonna premiere. So all the ladies and, you know, whoever joined it and made videos for it is gonna hang together and we're gonna watch each other's videos. It's really a lot of fun. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend. That's gonna be on Sunday. I think the video hop starts at 9:15 Pacific time or 9:30 Pacific time. So that's like 12 Eastern time. So my video is gonna come out at 1:15 Eastern time. I have this really fun poo video that it's just a little bit different than my usual stuff. It's a little more salty. Because I was missing some audio files. I recorded without audio, so my friend Lewis, he volunteered to do the audio for me. So I don't know if you know Louis Guideri, but oh my gosh, he's just a hoot, and he added a little bit of his lovely personality in there. Okay, I really like the way I did his hand in that painting. Maybe I'll just try to do it again. It's kind of the same. I like it. I like how the fingers are so elongated. I'm just drawing the direction so that I don't get confused. Collabs are so fun. Yeah, cool. What kind of collab do you have on Sunday? Yeah, it's sweet of him. He's helpful and spontaneous. I like that. Me too, Eddie. I am so looking forward to that. I was going to let him watch it before it comes out, you know, but I just wanted to make him wait. I thought, yeah, he should wait. I want him to watch it when it comes out. Okay, so we got that. Let's do his underbelly. Going wider as we approach the abdomen area. And then let me just clean up these. I think you're gonna enjoy it, Eddie. It's like a Lewis and me, you know, making fun. I mean, making fun in a way, yeah. It's not my regular art video. And I think, to be honest, it really is inspiring me and to change the direction of my art channel a little bit in the ways that I was really enjoying letting myself more free and not really worrying so much about offending people, because I'm pretty sure this video is gonna offend somebody because people are sensitive. Thank you so much. Remind me your name, Arrows DIY. I'll have to check out your channel again. All home decor. Cool. I look forward to seeing that. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna make this. Gonna make him much spikier than it is. I made him before. I'm making at different levels these icicles. I want them to be all over the back, not in just one line. I'm always concerned and worried in a way. Babby, okay, cool. I'm sure it's not boring. I'm always worried of copying people, you know, like where does inspiration start and where does copy, you know, like the difference between copying something and getting inspiration from something. So I'm always trying to, because, you know, you gotta get inspiration from places, but then how much do you change it and how much, you know, you can't just do whatever you see, because otherwise it is copying and it's not really fun for anyone. Like when I create something, I want to do something different, unless I want to do something, you know, just to learn shapes and that kind of stuff. Okay, enough talking. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy art and decor and my videos. Okay. Let's make some spikes on his wrist too. On the top of his arm. Now I was thinking, how long did he is he sleeping for, you know? The more he sleeps, the more icicles he has. That's cool. I like that. I know, right? People are miserable and want to spread it around. So I thought I'm not listening to that anymore. I'm just doing what makes me want to have fun, and I just want to have fun, basically. I mean, that's what everybody wants, to have fun, and some people just cannot have fun, right? And then it's hard for them to allow other people to have fun. So, but we can't be like that, because we're inspiring people. We want to help people and inspire people, so gotta spread the inspiration and keep creating. Not really worried. Let me see. Then let's keep going. I'm gonna add some ink before, I'm gonna line it up with some micron pen. Hang on, my mom's calling. I gotta answer, otherwise she's gonna keep calling. Ciao, mama. Nu pot vorbi. Să ca să dăm live stream YouTube în fiecare vineri.
Bine, Bancu. I-a sunat că nu lucrează, că e sărbătoare mare, schimbarea la
Nu lucrez. Te pupa. Vreo 2-3 ore. Pa. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I have learned to answer every time my mom calls, because if I don't answer, she freaks out that something might be wrong, and then she'll keep calling incessantly. Okay, so as we only have spikes on the top, I created this line which is gonna give our dragon a lot more dimension. I created his top line here, and it comes and wraps around. That's gonna make it look cool. The icicles get smaller and smaller as the closer we get to the end of the tail. I think the favorite part is gonna be doing the micron pen part. Yeah, my mom is in Romania. Your son is about my dragon. Oh. Well, I think anybody can do this. You just need to set aside some time. And then start easy with just simple shapes. And you can do it. He can do it. So then the tail comes around and kind of like this. So then we're gonna start seeing the little icicles here at the end. Maybe it ends in some icicles. Okay. My mom is still in Romania. I wanted her to come here to visit, but she didn't want to visit for some reason. I don't know. But at one point you just get so stuck in a place that she traveled a lot when she was younger. And I don't know, the idea of traveling alone, I suppose, or something. And then that's about it. They're gonna round these underbelly. Just give it the impression that it's like a wavy surface, a little bit. How old is your son, Fabi? When they're young, they're very impressionable. It's good that they are. I'm just gonna erase some excess lines. It's got a really nice beard. I like to give my dragons beard. I think it makes them look very wise, and they get that old wisdom. And he's got some really cute little teeth up there. Got a slight underbite. Gives him a little bit of a character. Just small, we don't want it to be too big. It's barely seen. And then he's got just a shading there under his eye. And then he's got an eyebrow ridge. The eyebrow ridge is right over here. And he comes around. I don't know, sometimes I try things and I don't like how they look. He's 6, Marcos Elias. Very nice name. The dragons are cool. I like dragons because, one, they are strong. And not only they are strong, but I see wisdom in there, you know, like strength and wisdom and gentleness, and they're so handsome. Is there something else? They're strong, they're wise. That's pretty much it. Okay, and then I really like the way, yeah, let's give him a whole, his whole head is all spiky. It's nice that you can create as you go, you know, you don't have to decide where it ends. That's the beauty in fantasy art. You can do whatever you want, pretty much. Very much like a Bob Ross. There. I really like that. Okay, let's work on his wings now. Then from the top of the wing, just gonna connect the top with the bottom really lightly. I have shaky hands, so if you have shaky hands, just know that there's a lot of artists with shaky hands that still create stuff, so you don't have to feel like you can't create because you have shaky hands. In fact, sometimes for some things, it's even better to have shaky hands. I'm gonna do another crease right there, but it's wrapping away, so that'll give it that depth again. So I'm just gonna do there. There. So when it faces you, you see more of the wing spread than when it wraps away. Yeah, fire-breathing dragons. Maybe we will make a fire-breathing dragon one day here. I mean, I don't think I've ever made fire-breathing dragons yet. I want to make it really spiky. Maybe there's some spikes coming up from the wings too? I'm not sure yet. Just putting some spikes. Now I see that I did put some spikes on the previous one. And then making these the skeleton, like the fingers, dimensional. I'm just going to make them into like a bone-like structure, not just a line. I'm gonna have to erase some lines there because they're kind of messy, but for the longest time, I didn't want to share my process with people, like the whole thing and being live in front of the camera and stuff like that, because I always thought that my process is messy and you know, just not a clean process. But then I realized, as I saw other artists doing it and creating art without, you know, not an edited painting, not an edited video, I see that most people's processes are messy. So there's nothing really to be worried about, because just the fear of perfection can stop somebody from making art. And I think that's why a lot of people don't make art, although they have such creative fire burning inside them. They don't do it because they're afraid of looking messy and making mistakes. But you just gotta get over that. We're always afraid of being perfect. You're never gonna do anything, because life is most imperfect thing. See, even my diction is imperfect. All right. I really enjoy the way I shaded the wings. So considering this is wrapping away, this portion here is gonna be like in the shadow. It's gonna wrap away. You're not gonna see a lot. I'm gonna do this in pen, but I just want to lay the indication here. Oh, good. Your process is total chaos, Eddie. I would like to see your process. You know, when you do time lapses, and that's why a lot of people, maybe they're more comfortable sharing time lapses, because in a time lapse you don't really have time to see. Even when I, for example, erase a whole thing and start over, in a time lapse is like a second or two. You barely have even time to see that I changed something, and it looks, I mean, time lapses make everything look so easy, when in fact it's not easy. But you know, just gonna keep going. And another thing about art, it takes time. It takes so much time. But if this doesn't take time, something else will take time. And to be honest, I'd rather spend time doing art than, you know, doing anything else, really. So every time that I feel like my art is starting to feel like work, because when you're an artist and this is your job, sometimes it feels like work, and it is work. But then every time I start to not like that, I think, oh, do you want to be, you know, having a boss yell at you? And or, you know, I wouldn't change it for anything. So every time we gotta realize that this is what I want to do, and this is fun, and I choose to do this. Whatever it is, actually, because whatever it is that we choose to do is because we chose to do it out of responsibility or out of anything, so might as well own it. Okay. Oh, I really enjoy you being here. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really glad it's helpful. Now, I don't know what I did with this other wing. It's just, you don't really see much. I think I'm just going to add a thing there. I'm glad it's helpful. It's always my hope. Oh yes, art is very soothing, and due dates to make it stressful, for sure. But if, you know, due dates are stressful and timelines, but sometimes I need something to stress me out and to limit me. Otherwise, I can just draw on a project for freaking ever and not do it. But if I know it's got to be done by a certain time, then I get it done. So, although I don't like it, I'd rather not. But sometimes I need the stress, you know, like stress is there to push us to our limits and to make us better. And I think there's something to be said with being hard on ourselves, and that's how we get harder ourselves. We gotta get hard. It's funny, I just watched that movie just very recently. It's funny. It's a pretty old movie. Get Hard. Alright, I don't know what I did there with the wing. It's really wonky in my drawing, but just gonna leave it like that in here. Alright, now let's figure out where... I'm sorry, let me drink some tea. Today's tea wisdom is a good one. It says, one who knows how to enjoy life does not need riches. I always love it when my tea inspires me and puts me to, you know, calms me down. It's nice. It's kind of like a Chinese cookie, fortune cookie, a little bit. So I'm just making some scales here. The way I make scales, I don't know if you guys have ever made scales or not, but this is how I make my scales. You know, this is a scale, this is a scale, and then the next row will be from the top of the scale to the top of the other scale, and they keep overlapping like this so that they're really nice and neat. Sometimes I will rush it and then my scales will not look as neat, but this is the idea of behind scales. They overlap. It's something that nature does in order to, you know, because that's how it works better, I suppose. Sometimes I like to make different kinds of scales, like all different shapes, especially for water dragons. Water dragons sometimes have all these, you know, different sizes of circle sizes. You need the stress to produce, actually, and actually finish the project. Yes. I have so many unfinished paintings to Eddie. So, you know, I wanted to say don't feel bad, but I feel kind of bad. See, I just messed that scale up. Yeah. But then on the other hand, just think of how many unfinished paintings Leonardo da Vinci had. So, you know, we're not slackers. We're more like Da Vinci. We're Renaissance people. You can make anything sound good if you want to. Okay, now let's do that. these parallel lines are a little bit rounded so that they show how the finger wraps around. Gives it dimension. And then that, let's make some scales on him. I think they're a little bigger. Let me start at the neck. I imagine how it is behind these icicles. Just you don't see them, the whole scale. So they're going in that direction. They're going towards the back. I've noticed now that I'm looking at the painting that I did a while ago. The scales are kind of wonky. Like I said, I did that a couple of years ago. So, you know, we learn to be a little neater, especially when we get feedback from our beloved people that we live with, and they say, oh, maybe you could have made that a little neater. Like, yes, I could have. Thank you for pointing that out. Criticism and feedback can feel really bad, but it's really helpful to have somebody to tell you honestly what they think without resentment from you. So just gonna keep on going. Oh, they're getting smaller. Making patterns like scales and stuff like that is really tedious, can feel tedious, but then it adds so much detail to your finished drawing or artwork. And eventually, you know, it's the details that add that extra something to art. I like detail. Just keep going. It also puts you in such a meditative, you know, trance-like state that you just kind of brain mush. Thanks for pointing that out. Pointing out the flaw I didn't want to fix. I know, right? Yeah, they do add character. Like, I wanted the line that is supposed to be straight to be crooked. What's wrong with that? It's my own art. My art, and it is dangerous. All right, then, as we keep going, the back, they get smaller and smaller, and maybe even less visible, to the point where they kind of disappear. Really scarce around here. And always keep in mind the direction where it's going. For example, before the scales were going that way, since the tail is going up, then the scales have to change directions too. All right, it's gonna say that my dragon needs a place. Where is he even sitting? He's sitting on an ice throne. Just trying to imagine the surface. Give it the edge. Maybe his wing this time is actually not buried in the snow. Maybe it is buried in the snow, who knows. But so this is the top of that ice thingy, and then
Hey.
Hi.
See you soon. See you. Nice dragon.
Thanks. All right. My husband came in here and he just brought the dog in here. Dog's like, what's happening? They're going out. Okay. So this is the top of the thingy. Ooh, maybe we can make some icicles. They're forming. That'll be fun. It is forming an icicle right from the wing. The wings are icicles, so that's cool. I like that. Just gotta remember that they're all gonna go straight down. Have another thing where when I paint murals especially, have the tendency to tilt my head to the right, and no, to the left. And so everything, all the trees are just tilted to the left. The weirdest thing. For example, the thank you so much, Fabi. He is sweet, yeah. He's the one that I was talking about that will give me a requested feedback sometimes. But to be honest, it's because of him that, you know, I'm always trying to get better. And he challenges me to do stuff, so. That Nightmare Before Christmas room where all the trees are tilted to the left. He's the one who wanted to have a Nightmare Before Christmas room. Maybe we have an icicle at the coming off the bottom of his finger too. All of his fingers. There we go. So now we can just Erase. Yes, the other right. Words are difficult. Okay. Okay. Coming along, starting to come along. And then let's see what else we have in the background. Maybe we have some mountains in the distance. Really jagged mountains. These two mountains are facing each other. I don't know why, but I can only imagine. Your hubby always wants your videos to be better. He bought your new stuff to be more pro. Oh, that is awesome. Now that's what makes a good hobby. Yes, indeed. My hubby also bought me new things too. After I pestered a lot. After I complained a lot. It just takes to complain and to be unhappy a little bit, and ta-da! New stuff! Yeah, they're not so bad. I'll keep mine around. Because I still need new techie stuff. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's see. What are we going to outline here? So, I have 2 microns. Here I have a 0.1 and 0.5. The 0.1 is really thin, then the 0.5 is a little more substantial. I think I'm gonna start with the 0.5. Just going to outline. When it comes to ink and pens, it takes a little more focus and less talking, so as I'm just outlining this, if you guys are doing anything along, it just outline whatever the lines that you think are more significant and important, and that's pretty much what I'm doing here, so I don't feel like I need to necessarily narrate this.
Stand still right now, where I can see you.
You hate spending money. So frugal. The mic and the workspace, yeah, they're definitely worth the money. The mic really does make a lot of difference. Huge difference. Also workspace. I still am working in my temporary workspace in a little corner in the garage, but I believe we're soon gonna build a little a little art studio, so I'll have a decent space. See, I'm the opposite. I'm not very frugal. I actually like to spend money. I like to have money, but also spend money on good quality stuff too. And my husband is more frugal, so you can imagine a little bit of friction there. But it's all good. I'm not being out of bounds. It's good to dream, yes. The corner of your bedroom in an apartment. Yeah, I when I was doing the acrylic pouring, I took a corner of the kitchen actually. Before that I was just painting, you know, in the TV room, in the den. On the floor, I would just set up shop every now and then, and cover the floor with a tarp and paint on the floor. You know, we do what we can. It's no shame, it's okay. As long as we're doing something and we feel good creating, that's all that matters. Person who wants to create and has that hunger doesn't really care where they're creating. Yes, gratefulness. I was actually grateful for my little kitchen corner too. I had some level tables and that's all I needed. Over here I'm not going very hard. I actually like the line to be a little interrupted like that. I love icicles and the way they're so glossy and glassy and just cool looking. We have these bad gutters and we get so many icicles, which I love. And my husband's always like, oh, we gotta break the icicles because they're gonna hurt our house. And I'm like, no, they're magical. The beautiful things are not practical. It's sad. I love the rugged nature and look of this guy. Maybe we make his tail come down like this. Can we do that? Comes. Does it come? Throw out the broken frame. No, it's rusting. I know. Like every time you have something that just don't have any use, maybe I can do something with that. What can we turn it into? We can totally make it look better or look into something else. So many things we've held on to just so that we make it into something, and then we ended up just throwing it away or giving it away because we never did anything. So many projects that we thought we'd do. Like, how long do you hold on to something before you decide that, no, I'm not gonna do anything with this? An attic full of what ifs. Or maybe one day I'll need it. Hoarders. Okay. Let's do the scales now. Oh, also this weekend, I think tomorrow, I want to go to Lambertville. It's a little town nearby, just very artistic little town, and visit the outdoor quotation marks gallery that a photographer friend of mine created. He took pictures of all these artists, and his collection is called Artists and Makers. And I was part of his photography shoot. It was actually pretty fun. So I'm going to visit that because it's up for the whole month of August. Gotta go and support our local photographers and artists. Should be fun. Yeah, nothing much planned for the weekend. Just chilling. My favorite thing to do. Not much of a going out person. Okay, cool. Enjoy. You guys should grab a pencil and draw along. And is there anything that you guys want to see next? I'm always up for requests. If there's anything you want to see, I'll be happy to do that for you guys. I don't really follow exactly the scale patterns over there. Sometimes doing things not so uniformly adds to the charm. If you do things too uniformly, it looks unnatural, you know? Because nature is not that uniform. I mean, it is, certain aspects. But it also takes its liberties. Add a few indications of their pattern. Yeah, let's do these. These scales are really tight. In a good way, I suppose. So I'm not going all the way to the bony area because I don't want that to be, I don't want to go with a line like this, but if I just do the hatching like this, the shading, it's gonna give the impression of shadows down there and the way the bone wraps around or stands out. That's pretty much what I want to suggest. But I don't want to outline the bone itself. I'm going the other way. I think that's what I love the most about these books, the Dragonology books. I really love their hatching techniques. They're so clean and crisp, and I don't know, I never got into that sort of thing since I love the aesthetic. And every time I sketch and draw, I kind of blend it instead of doing this hatching that I love a lot more. Anne McCaffrey. I don't know. I've never heard of her. What kind of writing does she do? I'm currently doing a lot of reading. Well, not so much reading, but I'm listening to audiobooks more because I don't seem to enjoy dedicating time to sit down and read. I usually read while I'm doing the other things. So I'm enjoying a lot of audiobooks lately. Been enjoying Terry Pratchett and Douglas Adams and David Wong. I don't know if you know John dies at the end. There's a movie. There's a book that the movie was... I don't know what came first, the movie or the book, but the book, the audiobook, is very much like the movie. With some differences, but some of the characters are just exactly... and some scenes are very much the same. And I really love that. Fantasy books with dragons. I have not read a lot of fantasy books with dragons. Terry Pratchett has one in which there are some dragons, but it's not like a dragon book. I think The Color of Magic has some dragons in there. And a dragon lady is very mighty. That really gives it the impression that the bones are standing out. I can probably go even. The book came first. Cool. I think he's about to publish another one, or at least he's working on a new one. I mean, I don't even know what I like more, the book or the movie. The movie was on point. Very good. Very good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. Really enjoying the music. Epic Tales. Terry Pratchett is so awesome. Was, yeah. The Magician by Raymond E. Feist. I'll have to look that up. I currently started over The Hitchhiker's Guide. I just, you know, I'm shuffling between my favorites, and so that came up again. But I'm always up for something new. I like magicians. I really enjoy British writing a lot. Even if it's not British writing, I really enjoy a British narrator narrating it. I'm just such a sucker for British narrator voices. They can probably even read a grocery list and I'd still be like, oh, tell me more. Like I said before, I'm not much into into video games, but there's this really funny video game called I just got all my shavings on the table. It's called the Simon Parable. Simon? No, it's not Simon. What is it? Some sort of parable. I forget. Stanley. It's the Stanley Parable. Another good one, if I like humor, I love humor and fantasy, is The Bridge of Birds. Cool. Also, look that up. Okay, so I think I am done with the outlining. I don't want to outline the rest of the stuff. Maybe I should just... No, I just wanted the dragon to stand out. So I think I'm gonna use some of this. No, it's called the Stanley Parable. I don't know why it said Simon. Maybe I was thinking of Simon Pegg. The Stanley Parable is a really funny video game. It's not an addictive video game, like, you know, you could just keep going and going and going. It's a finite, but it's very entertaining. You go in this office and then you have to keep making choices between rooms and stuff, and the narrator tells you what to do, but it's just funny because he insults you and you either do what he says or you don't, and either way it's a funny outcome. So I'm using the Higgins Payne's Gray acrylic drawing ink, which my daughter really took to liking. And then I'm using this Liquitex acrylic ink. The blue, I don't know what happened to the blue. It made all these weird clumps, like it's clumping up in... I don't know why. Only the blue. The red and the yellow are okay. I don't know if I'm gonna use... Maybe I'll use a little bit of yellow for warmth here and there. I don't expect to use all of them. I'm just gonna put two drops. A little bit of red, maybe we'll make some purple, maybe. Alrighty. Alright, I don't know how this is gonna go, but you know, let's see. Let the sky be dark. Maybe it's a dark sky. I like dark skies. Have to change to a bigger brush. Eventually, I'm going to get myself some nice watercolor paints. All right. Cool. Painting course. Oh, that's good. Good for you, Eddie. Where did you sign up? That'll really boost your confidence. Maybe we'll do a little bit of red coming down. I just want a little bit of color in here. "16 classes, nice. Good for you. I signed up to Skillshare because I wanted to. Oh, this is very bright. They just have a lot of things. I know it's not like a complete anything, but there's still a lot of information about a whole bunch of things, and I'm interested in a whole bunch of things, so it just made sense. I was subscribed to Skillshare before too, but I barely even used it, so I unsubscribed. But now I signed up again because I'm like, they have these all sorts of things that I'm interested in, so it makes sense. Oh, it's okay. Always good to do something in person. It's a huge difference than something online. So I'm painting on watercolor paper here. It's a Canson pad. It's a big one. It's the biggest one that I have. The 12 by 18 inches. I don't use it very often because it's so big, and it's a big commitment to do something as big, but today, since this dragon is so long, I thought it would be the perfect time to use it. Actually, today I'm really excited after I sign off with this. I got my palette full packs yesterday. Yesterday, yes. And my god, I got oil pastels. My nemesis. My nemesis. But I have decided that I will slay my nemesis once and for all. I'm not one to be trifled with. Well, especially these are hard pastels, which were much easier to use than the soft oil pastels, you know, the expensive Sennelier ones. Those were just god-awful. They crumbled in my hands. They just smeared all over my hands, and I made a mess. I feel like a child. So yesterday I did a painting, and it didn't come out half bad. It was like half good. It was half better than I was expecting it to be, so... Well, I like that. There's a little bit of color in the sky. You know what? I want to get over my timidity in putting down anything, because I'm still sometimes so worried that I'm gonna mess it up, you know? And we have that just like now. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Thankfully, a lot of these things you can fix. I want the sky to be a little darker at the top. Louis! Hi! It'll be nice to meet other people for sure. Yeah, I wanna start because I'm teaching acrylic pouring at a workshop doing workshops at my friend's art studio, and it's starting to slow down. I don't know if it's, you know, just like summer and people are away, what it is, but people are slowing down and they're not coming so much, they're not signing up, so I thought it'd be a good idea to start branching out and teaching other things than acrylic pouring, which is sometimes getting a little monotone, you know, the same thing. I'm getting bored of it too, so I'm bracing myself and starting to teach acrylic painting, which means I have to learn how to teach acrylic painting. Okay, let's do some mountains. Okay, let's imagine where is the light coming from. From the right. I have decided that the light is coming from the right. Hi, Laura. Hi, Louis. Don't worry about me. Just say hi to Queldar. I'll have to go over and add some darks. How's it going? What are you doing today, Louis? Did you do your workout? Are you more buff than ever? Okay. Creating that mist at the bottom of the mountain. Gotta work fast with these inks. Once they dry, it's really difficult to lift them from the paper. Did you do your homework? What homework? You give him homework, Eddie? I liked your video, Louis. Although there wasn't enough humor for me personally. Like, at the end I was really expecting something, and then you just snapped your fingers and you're like, huh? Like, what? Where's the evil Louis telling me off? I missed that. You're editing a video all day? Cool. I think. Okay, let's do this other mountain. Am I changing my mind about the light? Should I keep all the light coming from that way? Yeah, let's do that. Thought it'd be interesting if the light was coming from the middle, but never mind that. Digital painting course. You set up the Discord server, still needs more humor. It's what I want. Oh. Oh, the one you're working on now? Can't wait. Doesn't suck balls. I'm sure that, you know, some people will get value from it, you know? Like, I just released a more normal video. I don't even know how to go about with it anymore. Like, with my channel, sometimes I put out totally decent content. Then I'm thinking, you know, all these people that are gonna be flocking at my decent content, are they gonna be the people that I want to be flocking? You know, like, when I put a weird one out, which is what I like more, then you know, it's gonna turn the other people off. So it's a toss-up, you know. Should you put normal content as a weirdo? It's a legitimate question. One from me and one for the algorithm. Yeah, you know, it's a thing with with trying to keep up with the putting up a video every week. It's really draining, like really draining, especially when you're doing it and then you're barely seeing anything. It can be very demotivating. But I know I'm not supposed to be just worried about the results and you know, like numbers, but it means something, you know, like I'm doing it for a particular purpose, which is to have people watch and enjoy, and the numbers are saying a thing that I'm not reaching those people, and that is demotivating. We must be weird. Yes, Sam, you should be talking with a British accent at home. Sam, my husband. It's Sam. I think we should all speak with a British accent to attract more people to our channel. Indubitably, I concur. Keyword research, ugh, you know, not so much anymore. Sometimes I do. It's difficult. I do like YouTube research. Sometimes I do even Google. I got that keywords everywhere. I just don't find like it's helping me much. I still, even when I do something that ranks high in, say, what's it called, the vidIQ, because I have vidIQ, and saying, oh, it ranks like 60, which is pretty good ranking score. I don't know, I still don't get a lot of views. I find that dragons really work for me. People are flocking to fantasy, and I think, you know, traditional painting like oil paints and stuff like that should be very sought after. And another thing, sometimes when I do the reason why I started the subscription boxes is because since they already have this established presence, maybe I can tap into, you know, the audience. So that was the reason why I started with the subscription boxes, so I can rank, so I can get in search and find people. But I don't know, maybe, you know, I'm just trying to not try as hard, you know, like, because if I do the right things and just be myself, basically, eventually I'll find the people. If I try too hard, maybe I'll attract the wrong kind of people that aren't gonna be, you know, wanna stay around. I don't know. Self-designed piece. Yeah, Lewis, do a self-designed piece. I don't know, do something. Do you do keyword research? Also, YouTube has this new thing. I haven't done any of the ideas, but it has this new thing called daily, I think daily ideas, where it gives you 10 titles that are very popular or that are very watched. You know, this, like today or something like that. But I haven't done that yet. Okay. Yeah, an original painting that you weren't, maybe it wasn't a commission, something that you want to. What do you want to do, Lewis? Orc off. Yeah, I don't know, research didn't really work for me. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the darks. Just gonna do the dark parts of this dragon, and then I'm gonna do the lighter parts. Not even sure yet what color it's gonna be. It's probably something like blue, and it's gonna have some red from the sky. Yeah, that's a great question, Eddie. Like, when we were kids, we really knew what was up. I think that's what a lot of us creatives keep coming back to. Like, our childhoods really had primed us for what we really wanted to do, you know. I think all the wisdom that we carry now, we carried it when we were kids, and when we were kids we were much more unapologetic and unafraid to show that. Really? You wanna do a fantasy oil painting game characters? Yes! That's awesome. Yeah, Lewis, do dragons. Dragons are really gonna... my number one video, Lewis, performing, is the oldest, one of the oldest paintings that I have. It's the time lapse of the dragon eye. It's got like 4,500 views, like almost 5,000 views, and people, it's still my best performing. People are still watching that, and I still get subscribers from it. Now, it's just a time lapse. I'm not talking in it. It's kind of crappy. You know, the whole image. It was right at the beginning, even before I started with VRA. And that's still my best one. I didn't try much. And now when I try, these videos aren't getting as much. So, you know, look back to see what performs best for you, because you have some videos that got thousands of views too. So look at your best performing ones and try to do more of those. I did also a live stream once with a dragon eye. I was hoping it's gonna get more views, but it got more views than other live streams that I did. And also when I did the Cosmic Fantasy back in October, I think, last year, those got more views than any other live. So your fall colors, cool. Oh, Yuri, hi. Yeah, you know, so I'm starting to do more time lapses. They're so much easier too. I didn't even narrate it. I didn't try much. Just goes to show something. Now that's the only one that is as good. I have others that have over 1,000 views, but still they're like versus videos. I have one that is liquid text versus, you know, like pouring mediums versus. I want to do more versus because they're totally good. Like Sean says, they get views. I just did a versus with the subscription boxes. You got okay views, but you know, it takes time for videos to rank, so I'm still waiting. Yeah. Dragon eye. Yes, dragon eye. There are a whole bunch of dragon eyes actually. But yeah, do fantasy, Lewis. Fantasy is really sought after, very much. And portraits. People are such portrait suckers. I don't do many portraits because I'm still learning myself. I'm the one who watches how to do portraits, but you know, eventually I'll do a portrait video. Actually, the next one is the paleteful packs, and I do Sam's portrait. Yeah, definitely do do some fantasy and try different things, you know. I really love icicles. Maybe I should do the background first, but I love the way the light shines. The shadow. Do you guys helpful voiceover. Brainstorming how you can turn evil Lewis into an elf in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. Best predictor for success of your art is amount of art you produce, not directly proportional, but it's the best one there is. Yeah, you gotta make a lot of art. Indeed. Wonder why my music ended. Do you guys still have music? Oh, there is a song that is... What's happening? Yeah, there's a saying from The Artist's Way. God, you take care... Actually, somebody probably said this. You take care of the quality, and I'll take care of the quantity. So yeah, there's something to be said about experimenting and just doing, a lot of doing, and eventually something good will happen, something good will come out, because there's no other way. And all the bests have... I mean, you gotta practice a lot in order to be good. And I find that I was really, you know, intimidated by portraits before I did any portraits, but and now as I'm doing more portraits, I found that it's not as scary anymore, you know. You just gotta do it. Yes, Yuri's got wisdom, a lot of wisdom over here. Louis, I just have to say, I cannot wait for you to see the video. To see the video, I think you're gonna crack up. Gonna be fun. Gotta remember to keep some whites in here. Should probably have a clean brush to do this instead of cleaning my brush every single time. Let's do that. Yes, you guys are gonna laugh your butts off. We gotta do this more often, Louis. And if you need something from me for your videos, feel free to ask. So then, let me just... AFK, a sec. AFK, I don't know what that is. It takes about... Oh, hang on, I missed some chat. There has to be a balance because to hit a level of quality takes some time. Yes, it does. It takes 10 years to be a overnight success for sure. think it also takes time to be comfortable with success. I think a lot of us, I can say just for me, I don't know about anybody else. I know for sure that I want success, but success is really demanding and is demanding a lot of me, you know, so gotta realize that maybe I'm not comfortable quite yet to be so successful, because I like to be comfortable, you know. And being successful is freaking uncomfortable, I think, to always be I don't know, it's a job. Always be, you know, ready for something or other. Away from keyboard. Oh, okay. I don't know computer slang. But we forgive you, Lewis. I forgive you. See, if I was not doing this right now, I'd probably Google AFK meaning, because that's what I do. With this cleanish brush, I'm just trying to smooth out this ink. Yeah, but success means being in the eye of the public, and success means being confident in speaking, you know, your mind, and being asked things and probed and having, you know, clarity. Success is all about clarity, and I think I'm still figuring out what I want and what my values are, and, you know, all that stuff. Not necessarily what they are, but verbalizing it and being comfortable with talking. So I don't know, that's my thoughts. You googled it a lot. AFK means away from keyboard. Oh. Yes. I think this whole thing will be dark. Or darker. Or maybe just that portion where the other wing is. Or it can be lighter. There you go. Because it's supposed to be slightly transparent, maybe? Alright, starting to come together. Come together. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Now, let's see what we're gonna do with... I want to add some color to him. I'm really not sure how even... I want to add a little bit of blue. Add some blue. Water it down a little bit. Really light wash. You know what I could have done? Now, let me test it out. I've never done this. I got this, it's called a glaze pen. It's white. And it's supposed to mask, it's a masker. It's supposed to mask out whatever you draw with it in white. Then you can draw anything on top and it's gonna stay white. And I was gonna try it and test it in the past and I kept forgetting to. I just didn't have a project to test it on. So I'm just making some lines on these spikes. And although I've already done this here, you can always come back and do it with some white watercolor. Thinking highlights and air, light, you know, icicles, light reflections. Let's try some things here. You can definitely see it be all shiny. All right, you finish his arm. We managed to figure that out without you, Lewis. Don't worry. Let's see how that jelly thing worked. Or is it still... Oh, I can see. Wonder if it's still wet. I think it's dried. I wish I had remembered that before I did that. Definitely masked. Do you see that? Over there. I got this when I almost went into that Zentangle craze. I don't know. I'm really easily excitable. I get excited about a lot of things, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of commitment. I don't know if I want to be committed. Painting Saint George. Saint George slaying the dragon? Is that the saint who slayed the dragon? I don't really like dragon slaying concepts. Like, in my mind, dragons are nice creatures. Not supposed to be slain. We have to make friends with dragons, I think. $10,000 virtual dollars? You can make some badass compositions, Louis. And then Eddie will pay you in virtual dollars so you can buy virtual food and art supplies and friends. I think I'm gonna have to end up adding some white to this because I just didn't save any white. And my mountains look a little I don't like leaving white there. There, that's a little better. Set up your Zoom class, which you're doing, to replace the commissions that keep me afloat. Then I will have the time to do a painting that I want to do. Yeah. I get you, Louis. It's really difficult. But at least you're getting commissions, you know, and that's a lot, and that's really helpful for you. So you can't get rid of those until you can, you know, do the art that you want to do. Just have to keep our energies up, and hopes, and everything. Okay, time for a little darker shadows. The struggle is so real. I know, not easy at all. Oh, I'm so glad you like the music, Yuri. Paisano, is that the Italian for peasant? You can say tsaran. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Ooh, go here, go here. You're not gonna be in the shot. Oh, I like it. Did you get this? Oh, was this? Did you bleach it?
It was lightened, not really bleached.
Looks really cute. Love it. My 13-year-old daughter went to a salon for the first time. She had her hair cut and highlight put in. Purple. Reach new people with the Zoom class, yeah. In addition to the streams where it's basically do the same thing so nobody misses out if they don't take the class. Oh, I see. Well, I think you should have something special just for, you know, so that you want people to miss, you know? Like, gotta be a little ruthless. You do your free stuff on YouTube, and then for those people who wanna go the extra mile, then you do the Zoom that is not shared on YouTube, you know? Like, you already have so much free info. Don't worry. I mean, that's my 2 cents if you cared.
Looks just like the ice dragon. Did you show them what the original looked like?
It's in the thumbnail.
Ah.
There's another human interacting with a Lara. Where?
No, there's not.
Queldarius sounds like some Greek philosopher. Hey Sam,
Yeah. Hi, I'm right here.
say hi to Queldar.
Hi, Queldar.
Queldar?
Keldar?
Or Quetzal.
Oh, Quetzalcoatl.
Koala.
I can't remember how to pronounce it now. Quetzalcoatl, that's it. That's the guy.
Oh my goodness.
Is it a guy, right? Or is it a they, them? Are we gender specific here?
Sam, get out.
Okay. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Stop yelling at me.
Well, you're going to.
Yeah, that I am.
Queldar is a very difficult name. Sam was having trouble with it in the beginning reading it. He's like, Quetzalcoatl?
I was just having trouble reading. It has nothing to do with your name.
I know, it's just a fun conversation at our house where I was teaching. A teaching moment. And then we went all about learning about the Aztec god, and you know.
It was awesome.
Yes, it was awesome. Alright. I don't know what else I can do to this dragon to make him stand out a little bit. I want to do some maybe reddish highlights from the, you know, sky, maybe? What would you recommend, Sam?
So if you brought some more pinks down in here.
Pinks down in where?
Above the tail.
Like
Misty pink. Not on the tail, behind
in
it.
the mountain?
Yeah, like a background. It'll make the tail pop.
You're a philosopher. We are too.
Hey Mom,
Yes, Amethyst?
may I please make the pizza that's in the fridge? Can I make that for lunch?
No, that's gonna be our dinner.
But we haven't been having it and I really wanted to eat it for lunch.
Well, I thought we're gonna have it for dinner.
Alright, why don't you eat it, Colin? Oh,
Fine. How conversations go at our house? Mom, can I do this? No. Please? No. Come on. No. Okay, fine. I always lose.
She's 13. Everybody loses.
Yay! Children in the kitchen.
I'm gonna go make sure
Blood.
I'm gonna go make sure she doesn't run out.
Okay. It's only us here. Have human impaled on his spikes. Lewis, this is a personal challenge. You take this picture and you do some humans impaled on his spikes. How's that? Do it. Okay. I don't know how ice is supposed to look here, but I'm going to imagine. And I hope it's gonna go right. Although it's probably not going to. It is a shotgun mic. It's the Rode. It's the Rode mic. It's really good. It's so much better than the previous I had this lapel mic. Oh my god, all the lapel mics that I had were awful. I just couldn't. Ugh. So my friend from VRA, Blake Ford Stoller, might check out his channel. He also posts very inconsistently, but oh my god, do I love his style. He's got a sense of humor, and he is still figuring out his style and what he wants to do. Like, the YouTube struggle is real. Between trying to figure out what you want to do and who your freaking audience even is. Ugh, I think that's the worst. Not knowing who you're talking to. But once you have an amount of people consistently coming and you know that you're making a difference, that's when it really starts to be fun, and you know who you're talking to, you know what they want, and you have like a direction is what it is. Hey Fatima, thank you so much. So glad you're enjoying this. You don't have the time for what, Lewis? Oh, for doing the I understand. Right. Make the rest quite light, kind of like a wash. I have to figure out how to make this stand out a little bit more, but I think once everything is covered, I'll figure it out how to make more contrast. Yeah, but it just takes some time, and it takes some grit, and just don't give up and pay attention to what works and what's, what works for you. It's not gonna be the same with everyone. So I was talking about my friend Blake Ford. Check out his channel if you're interested. He does some storytelling. He was doing some sort of, basically storytelling stuff, and like with humor. And he's a musician and he's planning to add more of his music, and at the moment, you know, he's struggling with the courage to put himself out there, basically. So yeah, I can't wait for him to finally put out his video with his own music, because his voice is really beautiful. One of those, you know, very felt sort of indie musician. You guys know Steve, what was his last name? Not religious, but when it comes to YouTube, I pray for God's help. Louis doesn't have time to be awesome. Oh, ouch, touche. Oops, I mean, YouTube is hard to figure it out. Yes. Being awesome takes all your time. Come on, Louis. Being awesome is like your natural state. It's who you are. You breathe awesome. You don't have to struggle. Just tell the truth. It is hard to figure out. Yes. And yeah, it's hard. And it's so funny because the best performing channels, I think some of the best performing channels are the channels that teach you about YouTube. It's kind of like a self-help, and it's like they're doing good because they're teaching how to do YouTube, but they're not doing anything else but teaching people how to do YouTube. But what are they doing? You know, it just boggles the mind. That's all. Kind of like, I'm going to teach you how to make millions of dollars. I'm going to make millions of dollars by teaching you how to make millions of dollars. Then how am I going to make the millions of dollars? Teaching other people how to make millions of dollars? While not having... Oh, yeah, it's... Okay, we're going in the darks right now because this is the part that's facing down and not reflecting much of the light. So this is gonna be the dark. Made a remix on your channel and it got almost 10,000 views? Cool. So, what remix? What channel do you have, Yuri? Did I even check your channel? What channel do you have? A remix of a music remix? Very intrigued. $10,000 views is good, especially on only one video. Okay, I need more ink. I love ERA, but it feels more like motivational workshop. Oh yeah, sometimes then it does putting out practical advice. You know, it's really a secret golden mine on YouTube kids channels. They do put out good advice, but most of their content is motivational. Yes, it's motivational. Like, I know, I'm in, you know, I don't have to keep repeating I'm in, but the thing is that they have new people all the time, so it feels like I'm still in kindergarten sometimes. Like, come on, I don't want to learn the same things over and over and over and over again, you know? You've already said that. I know what you mean, yeah. It does feel like going through the same things. It can get really pairing. MBTI FYI. Garbage man taking out the trash cans. Eddie, VRA is short for Video Ranking Academy. It's kind of like a YouTube school that is how Lewis and I know each other. Every Tuesday and Friday they have a course, a Video Ranking Academy that, you know, when I signed up, it said, you know, this is like the course. This is the course for the YouTuber, whether you're just starting out, whether you've been doing YouTube for years, you're gonna find timeless information here. And this takes you from the beginner to advanced and, you know, like college degree level. So, you know, I joined last year in May, and my gosh, I thought if I'm not getting, you know, like 1,000 subscribers in 1 year, like what? And I still don't have 1,000 subscribers. So sometimes putting, you know, milestones like this can be counterproductive, because then I'm like, well, I've failed. I have failed. But I can't think like that. I've just found a whole year of ways that didn't work. Not that they didn't work. They just, you know, they primed me for the success that it's about to come, right? Right, Lewis? Right, Fatima? Hang on, I just have to finish this before I can read. So after I do this, I'm gonna add some some color to the top portions, and I think that's gonna add a little bit of depth and three-dimensionality. It's looking very flat right now, but it's not gonna stay flat like this. I cannot allow it. Not under my watch. Garbage man taking out the trash cans, huh? Exactly, Laura. They could literally make a 40-minute video into 2 minutes. Who, VRA? Yes, I know. VRA does help, don't get me wrong, but it's totally oversold. I'm not concerned about subs. ATM, TBH. No, I'm not concerned about subs. You know, but it's an indication of people being interested, I think. And although I'm, you know, almost at 1,000 subs, I don't nearly have the hours needed to be monetized. So yeah, got a lot of time to catch up on. Watch hours. Like, that's the really difficult thing. How do you get people to watch so much? I'm not even at 2,000 watch hours. Building so much and learning so many new skills that it's good I don't have a lot of eyes on me right now. Totally. So totally right. Oh, so many times I was hoping that nobody's gonna be here. So many times that I hope that people will be here, but then I changed my mind immediately after seeing my performance. I'm like, oh, thank goodness this video is not good. It's true, I'm learning a lot of skills, but it's good to grow with people too, you know? And Lewis, your videos are so good. They are like millions of subs good, dude. Like, they're totally good. I don't know if any of you watch Bobby Duke Arts, but he's got this, you know, quirky humor, and he goes to extremes sometimes, and he's got these very entertaining videos where he makes things out of, you know, rusty nails or but his humor is just precious. He's got such a character and such a personality, and I think, you know, it's one of the people that inspires me so much, and that I aspire to be not like him, but in that particular niche, you know? So yeah, I think, Lewis, your videos could totally be Bobby Ducard's material, or some other, I don't know, well-known YouTubers that have, and he's got 8 million, I think, 8 million subs, and it's totally worth every single one of them. And when he started out, I actually watched his first video. He was not like this, but he quickly got the, you know, the character, the courage to be himself, and it's the reason why he's himself that he's got the following. And in fact, he hasn't been posting in the past like 2 months or so due to depression issues. I'm his patron on Patreon. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to support me on Patreon for $1 a month, there's a link in the description. You know, like, it's just a little thing. It's $1 a month, and if all of my subscribers were my patrons, that would be a significant help. So you're at 400 watch hours. You know why I came back to live streams is because live streams are a big watch hour. They're really good for watch hours. Not so much lately. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or what I'm not doing right, or, you know, like, I don't know. But last year, in October, when I did those cosmic fantasy landscape, it was an acrylic painting that I did in 2 sessions. And then in the same month, I also did a dragon eye. So those brought me up to like 300 hours, you know, just for those 2 videos. I had, in that month, I had, I think, 300 watch hours just a month. It was insane. That is my best month in watch hours. I couldn't equal it, but still, it's a good thing to look back and to say it's doable. I just gotta keep doing it. And for a while at the beginning at the year, just felt kind of crappy and didn't feel like doing live streams. I didn't feel like being in the eye, so my watch hours went really low, like really low. So then I said I gotta just bite the bullet and do it, even though I'd rather be eating right now. No, just kidding. I do have to use the bathroom really badly, but I'll stick with this until it's over. You know, just gotta keep on going. I think, like somebody wise once said, success is it's a matter of consistency, and it's not a matter of I've reached it and I have it. Like, one of my favorite Sean Cannell quotes is, success is a daily work. Like, you gotta daily work for success. It doesn't just happen and then you rest on your laurels. It's a process. Just gotta keep with it. And I know that even though my now videos are crappy, and they're not crappy, I think they're amazing. And just people aren't appreciating them enough, that's all. Just haven't figured the right thumbnail out, or I haven't had that viral video yet, but I'll get it. And I trust that I will, because I never give up. I'm never giving up. So there. Until I die. Then I won't have to worry about anything. Okay, let me catch up on I'm actually laughing at how bad my newest video is doing because it's total crap. Hilarious. Lol. Might put a different thumbnail on it warning people not to watch it. Look, there will come a time where the channel starts to snowball. Yes, it's always slow to start. I mean, I've been at my channel for like a year, over a year. My live streams might not count because I unlist them. I think I need to remain public to count for sure. Yes, Lewis, you totally need to leave them public. I don't unlist them, otherwise you lose all of your watch hours. Do not unlist your videos, Lewis. Leave them public. Otherwise, I think I would have close to 1K. Yeah, I mean, yes. Leave them public. Likeable character. I have 15 others, Yuri. I can show them to you. Why do you unlist your live videos? Look, they don't clog your feed, Lewis. Your videos are in one place and then your lives are in a completely different place. They're not gonna clog your feed. So if you watch my videos, the goofy crop comes up and not the streams. No, I put the live unlisted ones in the live stream playlist. Your streams are so valuable. They are, but they don't get... A live stream is valuable for the person who is already your viewer. For the person who's already subscribed, but they're not gonna keep going to get your other people because they're so long. And they don't really come out on search for some reason because they're so long, I think. Your live streams are great and they're really good for hours, so don't unlist them. Yes, list them. Notice you get more views after the live stream has ended. Laura. Yes, yes, yes. Your videos are great, Lewis. Eddie. A live Lewis is not as entertaining as edited Lewis. He's very helpful, but to get people, you know, people have such fast... People, yeah, Fatima, do live streams if you want to have more watch hours. Live streams are totally good and they're helpful for people. Like, live streams will catch people when people with likewise interests. For example, when I go on YouTube and it's my homepage, and then I will get a live video from somebody I've never watched before. But for example, they're doing something similar to what I have watched before, and I'll get a notification of their live stream. It says, you know, the thumbnail is right there with the red dot saying live. I'm like, huh, let me check this person. Maybe I like them. So they will come up on the feed, on the search, you know, on the homepage when you're online. But say I'll come up later, that old live stream that has ended will not still be up, only while it's live. So lives are valuable and you can get new people, but only for the time that they're live. I've found for me, because maybe, I don't know, I don't do good keyword research or something, I'm not sure. That's what I found out. Yeah, no, Louis, you're great. You have a great sense of humor and you're such a sweet person and character, but people already know what a sweet person, you know, like just like sugar, you get used to that. But your evil person is very surprising, and I think people love that sort of surprise. They're not used to or prepared to be insulted so blatantly, and I think that's a very charming character, you know, for some, not for all, of course, because for some of my really good, nice things, like some of my spiritual art, I'm getting thumbs down. Also, Lewis, do more shorts. Shorts, they're easier to do, and you can totally get more people because shorts have a better distribution rate. You prefer the live streams to the edited videos? Yeah, sure. Unwashed masses. Yeah. Yeah, evil Lewis is honest Lewis. Yeah. And you know, the truth is that we all have inside us so many different personalities and ways that we are, and people appreciate the honesty, you know? Appreciate the honesty and the ruthless, I don't know, humor. Funny. I mean, obviously, I really enjoy the live streams because I'm joining them, and I like the community feeling and the family and the chatting. Really love that. But every time a Lewis video comes up, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to laugh my belly off. I don't know if that's how you say it, but... Killed yourself doing shorts with the acrobatics. Oh my gosh, multiple times. Must be tough. Must be tough being so awesome, Lewis. What can I say? Alright, I'm gonna add this pink here, just at the top. And you're totally, you know, being like that, you're totally inspiring, Lewis, to other people to be more themselves and to not be so worried about what other people think. And I appreciate that. For example, you're inspiring me a lot, so... Because, you know, people with repressed... people that are more repressed can appreciate that and can help them to get over some issues. Evil Lewis is the one that made me subscribe in the first place. Me too! Yeah! That was before the live streams. Oh, thank you, Fatima. Are you talking about Lewis? Lewis is a very good painter. Yeah, take a look in your analytics, Lewis. Have you looked at your best performing videos so far? I'm gonna add some red here and there in the icy parts. Totally, do you see that? How it's crackly? That looks so good. I wish I had put white stuff all over that before. Well, it's something to learn, I suppose. Yay! Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, you should do lives, Yuri and and Fatima. Do some lives. Experiment. I mean, it won't hurt. The lives do take a little bit. Oh my god, at the beginning I was so frustrated with the lives because of my technology limitations. Even now I'm kind of lost, to be honest. Sam helped me a lot with technology. I was so frustrated in the beginning, can't even tell you. But I just never gave up. I'm like, I'm gonna get this freaking thing. You know why? Because I got to an age where I knew that I want to be good at something. Like, I've got to commit to something. If I'm gonna do one good thing in this life, it's gonna be freaking YouTube or being an artist and just being committed to something. I think my dog has to go out. Hang on, let me just relieve him. Hey guys, you take care out real quick. I smell burnt pizza in the kitchen. Do I what? Get information? I have a certain amount of time that I'm very, I don't have patience with technology. For me, technology's gotta work immediately. Like, that's the whole point. I got so many hiccups in the beginning. It was mostly because of audio issues. And then... Oh, look, Luis Guidetti's video just came out. Now, pencil drawing of a woman by a genius, smart person. Can't wait to see it. Luis? Oh, check my analytics? Yeah, I check my analytics. I'm like... obsessed with my analytics, like every day. I go and see how many views I have, like how my videos are doing. Now, I don't do as much keyword research or looking into why it's not working or change my thumbnails that often, but I look, and like that's pretty much what I do. I just look. I look. But yeah, you should totally see what's working for you, and then decide what you want to keep doing more of. Because if something worked well for you, it's gonna work well again. And also look at maybe other painters, what they have. What they have success with. I would also recommend Luis to do some sort of videos about materials, what kind of materials you use, why you use them, versus videos. Totally do some versus videos. Those really are good. Materials are also good. You can put affiliate links in there. Like, you know, I know we're still a small channel to worry about affiliate links because we don't have that many people, but it's just a good like YouTube hygiene to do. Release? Yeah. No, not your live stream. Your... Oh. I thought it was a video. I thought you just released a video. The pencil drawing of a woman. Was that your live stream? Here's hoping they're not gonna go live all at once. But yeah, also I saw that you do keyword, you put in tags. You check analytics. Hang on. Oh snap, no, they just all show up in your subscription. Materials, good idea. Check analytics like a math addict, yes. 14,000 views, nice. Way to go, Yuri.
It just means that you're special. You're one of a kind.
I'm just doing some reds here and there. Oh, I thought it was a video. You're still working on the video. Alright. What do we do with this dragon so it stands out a little bit more? Ideas? Any ideas? I think I need to put more darks, right? I need to add more contrast.
Different doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you're special.
Bye, Fatima. Oh, my pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by. That was lovely to have you on. Okay, we're gonna add some darks. No fear. Sometimes I'm afraid to go too dark, and that's what prevents me from getting depth in my pieces. In some of my pieces, I really don't like that. I really want the depth, but I'm afraid to ruin it. Anybody can empathize? Deep blue for eyes. Should I mix the blue with this, like this? I think the ink is making it a little more matte. Oh, that is dark. I think I like it better without the blue. This is pretty deep blue. It's like oh, it's Payne's gray. Georgia, Turkey, and Russia. That is funny. Watch out for those Russians. Okay, gotta get darker. Oh. I don't think monetizing helps. That is so weird. I don't know what you said before you asked the question, Lewis. It tells me the message was deleted by the Google moderator team. That is odd. Like censoring. The monetizing doesn't help with the algorithm, no, I don't think. It just helps with your wallet. Well, as far as I can tell. Because now they started putting ads on everybody's video, but I have noticed that the videos that are working best for me, like the one with the 4,000 views, that one gets ads. 4 hours watch hour, yeah, 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs. That sucks. That sucks, Fabi. You know what? Last year in September, I did this. I did the Sketchtember. It's a what do you call it? A challenge, like a drawing challenge. And I wanted to post every day a drawing. And I did for the first 15 days. And because I thought it would help me with subs, you know, like if I post more often, maybe my channel will start showing up and, you know, getting out there, finally getting some traction. So I was posting every day for 15 days and I was getting some subs more than before. And then halfway, I started losing them. Like 20 or more. And no, I would get some subs and then they would be lost by the next day. And it was like this for the rest of the month. I stopped posting on the 15th. Oh, I didn't like that. Yes. Google team deleted a message. Isn't that weird? I don't like what I just did here. There you go. Watercolors. It happens. Sometimes I think the ones that I got, I think they were bots. Sometimes you get bots subs and then they go away. So I learned to not be so excited every time I get somebody, because I'm like, they're just gonna disappear the next day. They need some weeks test in order to make sure that they're actually legit and not just bots. It's weird. It's a hassle. YouTube is such a job. It's work. Maybe getting a little more not cool Google team. Yeah, it sucks. Can only keep on going. Collabs. Oh. Was it after collabs? But sometimes collabs can be tricky. Collabs can be tricky. Because you don't know Yeah. Sometimes people subscribe on a whim and then they realize that they don't want all that, so... Alright, I'm gonna add some darkness to the wings and then I think I'm gonna call it quits. It's not as colorful as I want, but I honestly don't have any more patience to sit on this piece at the moment. I'll have to think how it's gonna develop. I wanted to add some color, but I don't know what color to add and where. Just gonna darken the wings a little bit. Feel like I needed a bigger paintbrush here. Yes. How do bots sub? I don't know how they do. You want the people who are into your work? Yes, you do. If someone leaves, that's just filtering them out for sure. You will get the people you're going for if you don't stop and continue to improve. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with Lewis. So I don't get worried anymore about people leaving, because if they didn't like it, then they're not gonna like what I'm gonna keep bringing, so whatevers. Actually, I'm gonna wet it first. Let me wet it first and see how that looks. I wet it. And then add. Ooh, that is much better. Should have done that the whole time. Oh, it's much better. We'll get through this, guys. Don't worry. We'll figure this thing out. This thing called YouTube. And the slasher enemies. And the Google moderator team that censors people out. I think they're so worried about... I'm just so worried about every damn thing. About people finding out something. I don't know what it is. Gotta find it out. Find out. Alright, last wing. And then I'm gonna release you from the clutches of my charm and talent. See, I'm learning things. I'm learning things from Lewis. Because I literally, my bladder is exploding right now. Shouldn't have drank all that water and tea and smoothie before I came onto the... Stay hydrated, guys. but I also have a bathroom nearby. Was tied to a large giveaway. Maybe algorithm doesn't like that. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Abby. Yeah. We gotta say all that stuff out before they can censor us, right? Alright, guys. You know what? Hang on, let me just move. I'm gonna show you the painting, the acrylic painting. Real quick. So you can see it in all its majesty, how cool it is. Since this watercolor one didn't really turn out so extravagantly. I'll show this one to you. Alright, hang on. Ugh. Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down because my camera is upside down. Okay, here we go. Let me see. You see? You see this? It's pretty big. Now I can't jump into the to say bye because I'll be upside down too. So let me just do this. Okay, that's good. Maybe I'll put a picture of myself. Just kidding. Thank you guys so much for thank you for joining here today. I really appreciate you. And I'll catch you guys on Sunday. Hopefully you can join me on the premiere. It's gonna premiere at 1:15 schedule. Put it on your Google Calendar so you can see it. Yeah, this shirt is a little tricky. I'm glad I didn't blind you guys with something. Oh my god, I have wood shavings in my shirt. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I will see you next Sunday. Check in. Louis Guidetti is the guest of honor. And yeah, I'll see you then. Okay? Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time. And if you want me to do something in particular, let me know. Also, next Friday, I'm thinking of turning Sam into a dragon. So he wants to be a green dragon with a monocle and a top hat. So yeah, don't miss that. Okay? Love ya. Bye.